how much do I need to put aside for my emergency fund and sinking fund. So basically, an emergency fund is whereby you put aside money for emergencies. So it can be either medical, maybe you've lost a job, so you're trying to figure out things. Like this one basically helps you pay for your bills. Sa zile things zimeenda vingine, okay? Then a sinking fund is basically another account that you have for future plans that you might have. For example, we are almost in the December season. So basically, you're supposed to have already started planning for that time. Ndio hiyo time ikifika, you don't end up just spending money just because either umepata bonus ama a good deal has gone through. Basically, you are already prepared for it. Ndio hata January ikifika, then you don't have to really worry, and that's why you're supposed to start as early as you can. Okay, so most people will also ask, okay fine, lakini ni pesa ngapi nafai niweke so that I know I'm actually safe? Now, as I always repeat, na nilisema hii nitarudia hadi ni mwelewe kabisa, it all depends with your goals and the money you have in terms of income and how much you're basically able to put aside after budgeting. But on the bare minimum, I always say at least have 100,000. But this also is dependent on your monthly expenses. Then at least ukifikisha hapo, then you try and make sure that you push to have at least 6 to 12 months of your monthly expenses. So tuseme kama your monthly expenses are 50,000 or 100,000. So basically you should multiply that by 6 and then or by 12. So it depends with you as well. Okay, and that is the bare minimum at least you should be having in your account. And the reason why tuna insist na emergency fund ni kwa sababu we don't want you to get into bad debts. What happens every other time, sa zile uko na emergency juu kuna ile app inakupeanga loan, that's why you want to go. So have a plan, be prepared for those emergencies. Okay, then we have a sinking fund. How much will I have? Again, it is dependent on what are your goals. For example, you are looking at maybe going for a vacation in December, and ukifanya mahesabu plus your budget, because you have to consult, you can't just be planning for a trip in December and you don't know how much it costs. So maybe it costs like 500,000, then it tells you right now you should be putting that money aside for that plan. Unaanza kidogo kidogo, and you see, time is your best friend. As I always say, the earlier you start, the kidogo you can be able to start putting. The shorter the period, then it means you have to put more money to that account. So you always have to have a plan. And that's why I also insist on financial dates. Saa zingine keti chini, jiangalie umefika wapi, are you making any progress? If you had decided to put aside money for a certain project, are you having progress or not, and what you need to improve on? Okay? And remember, tulisema hizi emergency fund, hizi sinking fund, hakuna kuweka wapi? Kwa bank. Kwa sababu kwa bank inafai kuwa tu transactional. Hii pesa ingine tunafai kuweka wapi? Where your money grows on a daily basis. Ndio pia kusaidia kuongezea pesa, so that hata kule kuna sema ni 500k, unapata maybe umekuwa ukicontribute maybe either 400 ama 450, and then hiyo ingine imegrow over time. Again, time is your best friend when it comes to investing. Okay, so now you know, in case you also want to have a discussion on where to start and what investments to look at for different goals, just reach out. I can be able to assist, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.